to tape your very own hockey stick at home. And you can see how my tape's kind of getting beat up here over the week or so that I've had the same tape job. When it starts getting beat up like this, it's probably a good time to start taping it, especially when it's all has a bunch of holes in it and stuff. You know, if the bottom, the bottom's starting to tear here, so it's probably about time to start retaping it. And what I like to do is I like to come over here, grab this little gadget. It's called the Tape Tiger. It's really helpful. I think it was $6. It's really helpful for getting that pesky tape off. So what I like to do is I just kind of like to rest it up here against my leg maybe, and just come down and cut through, and right there. And then you can just slowly peel all the tape back, just like this. Okay, now that I have the tape off, now you can see all the, you can see it's more or less like a little flat piece here of cloth tape, basically. So yeah, that can go in the trash. We don't need that anymore. But then what you're gonna need is your hockey stick here. Now you can see that it's a nice clean blade. All the tape's off of it now. Let me grab this, and you can just come over, grab your whatever tape you like to use here. I like to use just red tape. I'm gonna find the seam. Pull the seam off. Then you can just pull it here, put it up against your leg again, put it right there, and then you can just slowly start wrapping it around. I like to overlap about halfway, if you guys can see that right there. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera, but I like to overlap about halfway, just so that it'll, kind of stay intact longer. The more overlap, the longer it'll stay intact. And you just slowly go around and around. Make sure you do it slow and controlled though. If you go too fast, you can't get it, you won't be able to get it nice and perfect. Some people might not care if it's perfect, but I definitely do. Come around, keep coming around. So the closer you start getting to the toe here, around this area, that's when it'll start to get harder. It might kind of wrinkle in, so you just kind of gotta watch it. Flip it over every now and then. Watch it to make sure it's not folding in on itself. See, right about here is probably the trickiest part, because it'll start to try and fold in on itself around the toe. You can see how it's kind of wrinkling a little bit here. If you look at it, it's starting to kind of wrinkle there. You just kind of got to push these out, press them down, make sure the back's looking good. Come around, press it again, and then what I like to do is I like to get my scissors right here and cut the tape right here. Let's get these guys out. I like to come over with my scissors here. Make sure everything's all good, and just snip them right here. Got that. Come over here, smooth it out so it's not all wrinkly. Over here, and then you can see these two little bits right about here. Just want to come over, cut these guys off. And there you go. That's your standard tape job. Now you're ready to tape the toe. And the toe is this little black part right here. And I like to tape it just because it kind of makes the durability of your stick last longer. If you tape that, it'll kind of hold that part together more. For example, if a puck hits it, the tape might kind of keep it together a little bit more than if you don't. So yeah, what I like to do is I'll set it. I usually set it just like this, and then I'll come here, get my little piece of tape, right? Pull it out a good amount. So let's see, my toe how long is my toe? So my toe is about this long here. Yeah, that's about as long as a normal strip. So what I'll do is I'll take that, set it right back up, and then I'll take this. I'll put that on my stick here. Get my scissors and cut this. Put it like that. And then cut it. And that's one strip for my toe. Come over, get another one, try to get it about the same length. Do it again. There's that. So now that we have all these little strips right here for the toe, we can just take one of them and then you can see the toe here. We can take one strip and line it up with the toe and put it right there. And see how there's a little bit on the ends here, right around here is a little bit. And that's kind of what we want. And then we want to take another strip, put this on the end right here. Right there. And then that's one side of your toe covered right there. And we want to flip it over. And this is what the other two strips are for. Take it here. Oops. Kind of have to be a little careful with it. Come here. Put it down there. Right like that. Smooth it out a bit. Take the last strip. Lay it down. And then you should be all good right there. That's the tape job, but then what you want to do, get your scissors again, come across and cut all of this excess off. Excess tape here. And you're left with this little ring. Throw that in your trash, and then you have this nice tape job here. So yeah, thanks for watching and have a good day. Peace.